In my mind, there are 3 steps to being successful with social media. And the steps are best taken in a particular order. And they're taken in a particular order because each one leads to the next. The first step to success is to tune into the conversation about the problem your company attempts to solve. The second step is to connect with the customers, the influencers, and the targets that matter to your business and engage with them. And the third step is to contribute to the conversation and be helpful. You take these 3 steps and you'll find a serious ROI where you're trading time for money. And in many cases, there'll be a significant savings to your company at the bottom line. Step 1, tune in. Let me dive into this idea. To quote Stephen Covey Sr., and it really works in this scenario, seek first to understand, then to be understood. That's what I tell a lot of businesses who want to jump into the social media pool is you might want to take a month or 2 to listen. And what I suggest to you is to listen into the conversation and forget about your products and services for a minute and focus on the problem, because that's what people really care about. There's a great saying by Sam Walton, and he used to tell his troops this always in the beginning, and it goes like this: curiosity doesn't kill the cat, it kills the competition. So what I want you to imagine is that you have an opportunity to stand behind the glass and observe the biggest focus group in history at little or no cost. Step number 2, connect. The shortest distance between a prospect and a customer is a human connection. And I believe that social media gives us a remarkable opportunity to talk to people that would never pick up the phone or read a piece of mail that we sent them. Let me give you some case studies to support this idea. Carol Roth runs a consulting group out of Chicago that works with entrepreneurs on securing talent and reducing expenses. She told me that she found out about Desk Elf, a virtual outsourcing company, because they started to follow and engage with her on Twitter. She posts a lot of stuff about entrepreneurism, and Desk Elf started to follow her and retweet her best stuff. She began to depend on the fact that when she posted something that was remarkable, Desk Elf was right there to retweet it. In fact, Desk Elf even started to tweet her new studies she might not have read. She said, and this happens for all of us, at some point you got to check their profile out and see who these people are. She said she went there and she noticed they did virtual outsourcing for research and admin services, and at the time, her team was completely overcommitted on 3 big projects, so she hired them. She loved their service, and then about a few months later, she went on Chicago Business Television and she promoted Desk Elf to the entire audience, and it had a significant upside to their business. And when I interviewed Desk Elf, here's what they said. They said social media gives us a unique opportunities not just to connect with the spenders of the world, but to understand for the first time who are the senders. You see, what social media gives you the opportunity to do is to size people up for the first time for their influence. You never had that opportunity with customers before. What did you have before? Dun & Bradstreet employee revenue counts? That's not a measure of one's influence, but today with social media, the conversation's totally transparent. Step 3, contribute. This is where I want to give you the final piece of takeaway, and I hope that this is the thing that you really walk out of this room with. If you want to figure out your content strategy for your blog, for Twitter, for Facebook, for LinkedIn, I've got simple advice for you. Be helpful. Solve the problems your customers are trying to solve, and don't just focus on your product.